Hello and welcome everyone. This is Iron Port, where we bring Ghana's ports and maritime industry closer to you. It is proudly brought to you by Ghana Revenue Authority, GOIL, PLC, Serene Insurance, Ghana Link, Meridian Port Services, and Phoenix Insurance. Iron Port is powered by Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, and our media partner is the Business and Financial Times. Viewers, we know that the Regional Maritime University is the foremost academic institution of its kind in West Africa, where maritime professionals and seafarers are trained. This week we interacted with the SRC president and the president of the Alumni Association of the university to tell us why the maritime industry of Ghana should look the way of the RMU when it comes to sourcing professionals for Ghana's maritime sector. Here's a summary of that discussion. Take a listen.
If you can walk us through some of the skills and competencies that you look at that students from the Regional Maritime University possess, that you think that makes them ideal or fit for purpose for the job market in the industry.
So thank you very much once again. Talking about the skills and competency in Regional Maritime University, I would say that let's come to the programs we offer as regional as a school. So in the Faculty of Engineering, we have the Marine Engineering, we have Marine Electrical and Electronics, we have the Mechanical Engineering, and I think recently we've introduced BSc in Naval Architecture. So these are the Faculty of Marine Engineering. If we come to the Faculty of Maritime Studies, we have the Nautical Science, which I'm a graduating student from Nautical Science Department, and we have the Port and Shipping Administration, we have the Logistics Management. So these are the courses or the programs we offer in Regional Maritime University. Sometimes I always say that if you send a medical student to an office, their profession is different, as you can see. So I always say that I will say that being in Regional Maritime University and offering these courses, we aim in going to the maritime industry. So in Regional Maritime University, we offer or some courses that the students also pass through. The skills such as navigation. We have the port operations, marine insurance, marine workshop. All these things, come together, which are being used in the maritime industry. So, as my chief engineer rightly said, it's the only institution in the West Africa that trains students to fit into the maritime industry.
Is it really true that we have some companies on campus that are on standby and absorb some students?
Thank you very much. Yes, currently we have the Bernard Shute. Yeah, the BSM on campus that they are doing so
Bernard
well.
What?
BSM, Bernard Shute Management.
Which they are doing so well, recruiting students to go on board to have their cadetship traded. So, in fact, this company, is very good, and they've been helping the university since the establishment.
All right, so engineer, what can you add to what he said about the skill set and competencies that makes the students from the Regional Maritime University, unique, and why they should be hired by players in the industry, organizations in the industry?
Thank you very much for the question. Come to think of it, in the maritime domain, where else can you get that training? In the sub-region. There is no other university. And we go according to what we call the STCW. Yes. Being mandated courses.
When you say the STCW, what's that?
Okay, the Standard of Training and Certification of Seafarers. Yes. This is like a syllabus that we need to follow, being recognized by the IMO as an institution, tailored to train people of the industry. So if you have come to the Regional Maritime University and been trained, you can occupy any position in the maritime world. Not only that, in the school, we have transport division, logistics, transport and logistics. And then aside that, we have the ICT.
Right.
That churns out competent, what do you call it? Competent technicians and operators of the media.
Right.
And they can fit into any place you put them. We don't only train people to go on at sea, though that is the core, the backbone of the institution.
Right.
Yes. We train people for the maritime industry, seagoing maritime industry.
Yes.
So to take control of the engine room, the ship, the bridge, and the electrical section.
Okay.
It would interest you to know that days gone by, we had the blaster line. The moment you graduate from the school, you are quickly put on board a ship, and you start your training. Yes, from the blaster line. But as fate will have it, we lost that company.
Yes.
So we are made to go out in search for companies. Our badge like this, we have to struggle to go to Singapore to find companies and join. Now the era is changing. Most companies are looking into Africa for the human resource of their company, seagoing. And one thing we have to applaud this BSM company. Yearly, they are employing graduates from the school. And now on board also we have Hafnia, and then we have Danaus and the Royal Caribbean. And we urge all shipping companies that are operating in the country to come to the school. Because if we have 450 to 500 graduates coming out from the school, one company cannot absorb all.
Absolutely, that's
yes, true. We are appealing to other stakeholders to bring their, to open doors to employ our cadets and then other officers. Not only that, we are employing the offshore and the land-based companies to come to the school to scout for potential graduates or candidates for their company. Like you said, you were trained right in the school, right?
Yes. I'm still under training, though.
You are still under training. That's training. Marvelous.
I'm part of, God willing, I would also be graduating. Is it 29th? Yeah. 29th, yes.
So you become an alumni.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's why I will give you a badge and a certificate to that. Okay. So we need this training for our students. We cannot let our students go waste.
Right.
With all the technology, wisdom, and knowledge they have acquired from the institution, go follow. So we urge you, and this is a very good platform to market the school.
Right.
Yes.
Now, there's this long-standing issue about a research vessel for the school. I mean, since I started reporting in this industry before I went to GPHA, it's been a long-standing issue. Several years, decades back, I mean, this is something that the school has been yearning for, and till date, I don't think it has materialized, has it?
Yes, it's almost, but for one or two, I would say, hitches. Now, let's come to think about it. It is an arrangement between the government of Ghana and then the Korean government to come and restructure or finance the school,
Right.
and by providing a training vessel.
Right.
Yes. Without a training vessel, I don't think it's maritime education is a hands-on education, as you are aware.
Yeah.
So without this training, a vessel is going to be hard for one or two companies to absorb all the our graduates into their setup. It's true. And as far back as I think 2019, if my memory serves me right, that this agreement was set up, but COVID coming in and other things. Then about 2 months or so, the Korean government is really interested in this project.
Right.
Why is the Korean government really interested in this project? Because if we take the Philippines, they export seafarers, and billions of dollars every year comes into the government. Yeah. But I don't know, previous government and up to now the government see no importance of maritime education. It's very sad. So if we can even not learn anything, let's go to Philippines and see how the government gets a lot of revenue from the sailors. By exporting sailors, why can't we do so?
And so, I understand Ghana's seafarers are rated among the best in the world.
Absolutely. We are hardcore sailors. Yes. Yes. We don't have that needed infrastructure to train our people. But nonetheless, when we go out there, we perform and excel. Why? Knowledge is power. The little knowledge and experience our lecturers give us, we try to implement it.
Let me come to you, Swansea. If you can share with us some maybe success stories, about RMU students, what they have done significantly to contribute to the maritime industry, for which reason they are, hotcakes that we should be looking out for in terms of getting them to work in the industry.
Right, sure. Thank you very much. I can't answer by acknowledging Chief Engineer, who has been a significant importance into the maritime industry. Yeah. Our pioneers from Captain Georgina Jopa, which last year she was here at this platform. Yes. And also to the immediate Harbour Master, Captain Micah, current Harbour Acting.
Captain Micah Tema.
Yeah,
Captain is on retirement. Francis Captain, we say hello to you, Captain. Good evening, sir.
And the current, Harbour Masters,
Captain Bromwell,
Captain Kote, Captain Teria, and also Captain Quayson.
Yes.
Captain.
You know all the names.
Oh yeah.
I see. Yeah, good.
So I think these people have been in Regional Maritime University. They've acquired the skills and the competency that they are supposed to acquire, and they've been to the maritime industry for so long.
Yes.
So these people have really impacted much into Ghana's maritime industry. So I think that the government should look to Regional Maritime University because our profession is quite challenging. And also, we have recent graduate, like a librarian. She's called. She's now a third engineer on the Royal Caribbean.
Sure. Right.
Third engineer Monica. She's a librarian. Also, the same vessel. We have a second officer, the vice president of the alumni. Sure. She's also an alumni.
Right.
Of Regional Maritime University. So you can see that when we go out there, we do our best to make sure that the maritime industry is up and running and the economy is up. Thank you.
So are there any initiatives that the SRC has initiated, as it were, to bridge the gap between students and the job market employers, so to speak?
So thank you very much. During my tenure as SRC president, I had the privilege to have some interactions with Honorable the Director General of GMA, Honorable Thomas Kofi Alonzi, yes. And also Captain Micah,
yes.
And also some few stakeholders in the maritime industry for us to know what they need from the students' body.
Right.
Because we can see that when we come, or when we come, you see students complain that when I went, they're not giving me the job, everything. And I'll tell them that, in fact, the SLC week, I organized a forum,
yes.
A seminar that we need to teach the student how to prepare a CV. Because, you know, that's the initial stage of, going for an employment. Which I invited Madam Gertrude, the shipbroker, Isia Hene, and also Captain Obin, who's a lecturer in Regional Maritime University. These are the things we as SLC, we tell the students' body. And also when we had the interactions with these stakeholders, they advised the student to work hard because the maritime industry or the corporate world is not as easy as we think.
Yes.
So I always advise students that anytime you get an opportunity, do your best. Because you don't know who is watching you out there.
So you just heard from the SRC president and the president of the Alumni Association of the Regional Maritime University on how the maritime industry of Ghana can leverage the Regional Maritime University for the human resource needs of this industry. Now let us hear a few comments on the subjects we have just discussed after we go on break, and then we'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
I'm Kashra Paul. I offered marine engine mechanic in the Regional Maritime University in 2007. It was not easy to get a job afterwards, but with time and patience, I did. I've worked in Sierra Leone, Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi with various companies, and I'm now on board OOS Tiradentes, operating in the Brazilian offshore with a 6 weeks on and a 6 weeks off rotation. Life on board is not easy, as in the mental stress that comes with it sometimes, but it's worth it. Looking back from the past, and I don't regret sailing. Stanley from Odoko says, given the growing advancements in maritime technology and automation, do you think the curriculum at the Regional Maritime University is adequately preparing students for the future demands of the industry, or is it lagging behind? What specific changes or improvements would you propose to ensure graduates are competitive on a global scale? This response comes from Chief Engineer Samuel Amwako.
We are following strictly the IMO STCW as amended syllabus, and that the demand of the STCW has been met.
Right.
Because there have always been auditing going on.
Right.
And we have had no cause to complain about our curriculum and about the demands of the industry.
Right.
And our cadets are performing. So if such a question should come, then we need to know what they want. And then we tailor our seminars, workshops to that effect.
Okay.
To bridge the gap, as I said.
Right.
Ohima, maybe I take a number first. By you. You have to say take a number, give me.
Guys, now I'm tired. I'll go on a date with whoever gets here first.
Princess, really? Okay. I come.
Shut up!
Mame, for the time, Mama, Boss, fill my tank with Super XP Raw 95.
Fill up with Super XP Raw 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle.
Sorry, Tony got here first, so I'm stepping with him.
Oh, cut him. Hey, go for a
Choose Super XP Raw 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Always go for Goyle Super XP Raw 95. Goyle, good energy. Goyle is good energy.
Electricity, then pay your taxes. Yeah. Our taxes, our future.
Because you see, without our taxes, we wouldn't have good roads, good schools, better hospitals, street lights, and other very important social amenities. When we pay our taxes, we give our children free and quality education. Talga, my money too small. Why should I pay my tax? Look, small. Salifo, it doesn't matter how small or big your business or income is. You still have to pay your taxes. The little taxes from each and every one of us, when put together, could give your community clean water. Or that deprived school with tables and chairs. Please pay your taxes. It is your responsibility. It is your civic duty. It is the law.
MPS Terminal 3 is Africa's new state-of-the-art container terminal at Tema Port. For manufacturers, agro-processors and traders, the new port means business can be done faster. This infrastructure boost will improve Ghana's port handling capacity, connect more trading routes, and oil the engine of growth for the economy, creating greater opportunities across all sectors as Africa's markets merge and become the largest trading bloc globally. MPS, we connect, you thrive.
Business and life can be like the sea sometimes. Sometimes serene, sometimes calm, sometimes turbulent, and at times it brings the unexpected. However it is like, trust Phoenix Insurance for your home, car, business, and marine insurance needs. Call 0302-246-319 or 0243-690-492.
At Phoenix, you experience a delightful service delivered with wisdom.
Welcome back, viewers. Now let us turn our attention to the global stage and pick a few international shipping and maritime related news.
Maritime Cleantech and Ocean Highway Cluster are partnering with Innovation Norway to enhance green maritime collaboration between Norway and Singapore. The new partnership kicked off with a 4-day business visit from Singaporean companies to Norway earlier this month. The initiative, part of Innovation Norway's High Potential Opportunities program, aims to position Norwegian suppliers at the forefront of the Southeast Asian maritime market. The program is designed to help Norwegian companies become preferred partners and suppliers in key international projects. Maritime Cleantech and Ocean Highway Cluster are Norway's leading business hubs for developing and commercializing low and zero emission solutions for shipping. Their partners have realized the world's first all-electric and hydrogen vessels. French shipping major CMA CGM has taken delivery of the 4th ship in a series of 10 new 2,000 TEU container ships powered by liquefied natural gas. The delivery is part of CMA CGM's fleet renewal program, which has seen an investment of more than $15 billion. The investment is part of the group's efforts to achieve net zero emissions by 2050. These ships are 204.2.
It is now time for our Word of the Day segment, where we introduce words, phrases, jargons, abbreviations, and terminologies that we often use in this industry so you can get familiar with them. Today, we'll let you know what we mean by relay in port and shipping.
Relay refers to marine shipment that is transferred to its ultimate destination port after having been shipped to an intermediate point.
Now let us take a look at the schedule of vessels that have berthed in the ports of Tema and Takoradi and at the anchorages of both ports, as well as those expected in the coming weeks, plus the Bank of Ghana exchange rates, which you may need to know to clear your cargo with. All right, this is where we close today's edition of Iron Port. We hope you've been informed and educated. Remember, all Iron Port content can be found on our YouTube channel, Iron Port. Please subscribe, like, and share our videos. Thank you for watching.